Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where for once, we're at peace. But that won't last long, because we've got this independence faction and they are very strong. There's no doubt about that. There are a couple of things that I want to do. First off, I want to bump up our crown authority. Absolutely. That way, we will provide at least 5% of levies and 2% of income for clan government vassals anyway. And once we bump up over here, yeah, that's all clan as well. But that vassal levy contribution will start to come up, as well as the tax contribution as we bring those up. But we will, of course, require innovations for that. So that's fine. Now, we do have this complete lack of a succession issue right now. We don't have a lot of cash, and we need to deal with this independence faction. However, we actually can, surprisingly. Because I didn't notice this before. Former spouse. I just thought she was married. She's not. That's fantastic. We can just bounce this whenever we want, assuming he stays in charge. If someone else comes in charge, then we've got problems. Maybe. But let's see for right now. Excellent. So we do have these locations that are fully built up for right now. I would like to build additional holdings in some of these, but it looks like we do actually need a city holding up here. That will require cash, which we don't have at this exact moment. Old Tengri populace have disbanded. That's always good. And we are recovering nicely at this point. Now, we could ransom off some people, and actually, I think that we should, but I'm not interested in ransoming anyone. Our prisoner too far away to interact with. Okay. For a favor, sure. Anyone who is our vassal, I don't want to ransom right now. 100 gold. Nice. 30 gold. Would not accept. 20 more gold is our vassal. Is our vassal. 50 gold. Was that this guy? That was this guy. Gotcha. Okay, we're going to get another 50 gold from here. Okay, that's just a favor. That's fine. Nothing? A favor, sure. That's a vassal. A favor. A vassal there. Just a favor, but some of these favors might be useful. We'll see. 10 gold. We'll take that. 50 gold. Always good. 25 gold. Sounds great. Just a favor. Surprisingly, this guy isn't our vassal. So that's fine. 25 gold. Wouldn't accept. 50 gold. A favor and a favor. Okay. And now we're getting some cash. Okay. With that cash, what do we want to do? Well, we definitely want to bounce this faction, but not with the cash. We do have some hooks, but it's not coming in on anyone in these factions, unfortunately. And it's also not anything that we can do here. We can usurp this Raj, and I wouldn't mind increasing our level of fame. To that end, we may want to create some empire titles. We are feudal now, and we're completely okay with disinheriting people. So, we've had issues with Khazaria, for sure. We don't have enough gold to create this title. Oh, that's 1,000 gold for empire titles. For some reason, I was thinking it was 500, but no, that's a kingdom title. We can create these duchy titles if we wanted, or we could just sit on the cash. I think for right now, our best bet is going to be to build a city holding here and otherwise sit on the cash. We can host a feast or call a hunt. Both of those would be good as well. We're going to host the feast. Now, that's basically all of our cash gone right there, but I'm okay with that. Okay, so, yeah, she's still unmarried. That's good. Our wife is bearing our child. Always nice. Oh, this guy's in charge again? Well, crap. thought we handled this guy. But apparently we didn't. He's a problem. No doubt about that. Oh, the other guy left the faction. He had high enough opinion, I guess. Gotcha. That explains it. Keep me in your hearts, vassals. Every guest gains 20 opinion of us. Now, none of these are too important, but that's fine. Okay. This guy's a big problem, though. We may end up just having to deal with him. Now, this guy, our half-brother. We can't revoke his title because we're allied to him. He is our half-brother. And I don't think we can break this alliance. It is a negotiated alliance. But apparently we can't break the alliance. Okay, that would normally create a truce. But that doesn't seem to be a thing. We can retract vassals from him. Hilariously. He would accept. I feel like we should be able to unnegotiate this alliance. This is keeping him out of the faction, but that's fine for now. So how do we want to deal with this guy? Well, we should definitely sway him, but there's only 2 months, so that's not really going to do too much, but we should stay swaying. We may just have to fight this faction. And since we've had some time at peace, that may not be the worst thing. How long would it take to raise, hypothetically? A total of 2 years. Okay, but some of them will raise up faster than that. We're still reinforcing our horse archers. That said... Oh, we should develop our capital. We are going to gain 60 stress, but that's okay. We're going to do that. Okay, so this is very likely to fire. And they claim that they have 250% of our troop count. They do, to be sure. But they're not going to group up. We can deal with it, probably. Especially when you figure that we can start our raising immediately. Just start raising here. And get a bit of a head start on it. Okay, our wife gave birth prematurely, and it was not meant to be. Unfortunate. I think we want to move down this way. Okay. We're going to need cash, and that will be fine. So I think we're going to have to let these guys fire. But we should, in theory, not have a runaway effect like we did previously. In theory. We'll see. So we're raising up a good number of troops over here. This is great. Ooh. They are good people. So he gains 10 opinion of us. That's probably not enough to get him to leave this. That's okay. We have 9,000 troops here. 10,000. This is good enough. They can send their ultimatum at any time. But we should be able to crush them. And here it is. I will not be threatened. Rally the troops. We're going to stop gathering. We're going to immediately walk up here. However, I'm going to split off the onagers and about 4,000 troops. They're going to be sieging right where they are, I guess. Then I'm going to split this force in half. we're going to split off the horse archers. They will come up over here. And then we're going to send them along with these guys. No, not all of these. Just these guys. Control click. There we go. And then these 6K. I kind of want them to make their way off over this way. There is some attrition moving around over here. Maybe we'll just come up over here and siege for right now. Yeah, that's expected. Okay, up we go. We're going to head in over here. He already has ticking war score. Hilarious. We're going to take the gold. And what is this faction? Oh, yeah, these populists. That would be a thing. Leader of the populist uprising, huh? This guy is actually the majority problem here. And this is manageable, I think. We have a nephew. Do we have anybody else? We have this daughter, but she is betrothed. And then our siblings are... Yeah, we have this guy. So this should be a thing. Daratai. He should show up here, but we're going to need a Rajkumari in this one. Okay. Too far away to interact with. What? Where is he? Why is he here? How is that too far away to interact with? That's not very far at all. Outside of my diplomatic range. He is not far away from us at all. This is where he is. Maybe it's because the guy who is there is outside of our diplomatic range, like the guy who owns that. What the heck? He's not in anyone's court. He's just here? He has claims. He doesn't have a liege. I'm really confused right now. What is going on with this guy? Apparently, right next to our capital is outside of our diplomatic range. I beg to differ, but he's also not got a vassal. He doesn't have a guardian. He just kind of is in limbo. Okay, well. We can't break this betrothal. He's also kind of in limbo. Okay. We could enforce a divorce here. And I'm going to do that. Then we're going to need a Rajkumari here. That is not how you do that. You want to do it... Nope. Don't press enter. Just click on this. Okay. She doesn't show up. Okay. Maybe from this direction. Nope. Oh, wait. We need to clear this. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So these populists won't be a problem. Perfect. I'm also going to raise up a few troops off over this direction if we've got any. Yeah, we've got about 2,000 unraised. So I'm going to raise up a few over here. Okay. So off we go over here. Alliance formed. Fantastic. That should make this faction go away. Perfection. He is just charging off. We're going to try to chase him down. Where is their leader at? He's actually in his capital. Okay. Sounds good to me. We're going to finish this siege here. And then we're going to head in to his capital with this siege force. Any moment now we'll finish. There we go. Up we go. And this guy is continuing to run off over this way. Okay. Wait, he just left the Independence War. This guy's the leader now. Yeah, he died. The other guy died. Okay. Because this is now... He is still in the war. Interesting. So where is their current leader? Their current leader is in this army here. I have other plans for that money. Absolutely I do. Okay, I'd love to fight these guys over here. That would be wonderful. Unfortunately, ticking war score is still against us because we haven't managed to get anything from the war leader. So we're on our way over there. That'll take time. And we really should just walk up over this way with these guys. Just keep going. We need to get ticking war score onto our side. So make your way on up here. Okay. They're grouping up pretty heavily over here, I see. And we probably want to bring reinforcements up. We'll do that. Okay. These guys are walking northward. That's fine as long as we can fight them here. And we have about 2,000 troops here. So I would like to come over here and slow siege. Okay. This guy's still in his army. Yes, he is. Good. We're going to hold here. Someone else just left the Independence War. I'm okay with this. Okay. We're going to walk in over this way. Can we catch this force? No. Wait. Wait a second. We actually can. Now, these guys are going to come in and attack us, and this is not advantageous for us. We're going to wait for our reinforcements. Get up here. They're going to try to attack us here. Let's check our commander status. We could use a better commander. This guy will do. Our reinforcements should beat theirs. They're not all coming in here. Okay. Hilarious. I don't know why they're not all coming in here, but sure. This is fine. Now, is this leader still in this army? Yes, he is. Perfect. That's no stack wipe, but that's okay. Now, we're going to let them lock in here. Do it. Oh, they didn't lock. I'm very sad now. They changed their mind. I'm so sad. So sad. They're actually coming in here. They're locked. We're going to fight them. We're going to hope to capture the leader. Fingers crossed. This should be close to a stack wipe. Very close. We did capture him. And now that means there's a new war leader. And it's this guy. He is over here. Okay. Hang on. Ah, we already have a title in his realm taken. Nice. So we're going to make our way down over here now. And that is okay. Man, this attrition up here sucks, though. No doubt about that. But we need to get down here, and we need to deal with this. Where is this guy located? He's located in this army. Okay. Sounds good. Somebody just left the war. Sure. Now, they're not really into the concept of a white peace, and I might not be either right now. We'll see. I do think that we want to get a siege force over here. Let's think here. Where can we drop a rally point? Down here. Interesting. Not, I think, super useful right now. We don't siege here? Oh, this guy's not in the war? Excellent. Okay. We need to resupply and reinforce a bit, but we can also start a bit of a siege going. I mean, there's ticking war score against us right now because this guy holds his territory in majority, but we can get rid of that. We already hold this county. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to come in over here and begin a siege here. Now, we are going to want to come over here with some of our troops and reinforce a bit. So we're going to split off our onagers as well as 2 units of levies, and then we're going to bring everybody else over here. Excellent. And this will take 5 months. Sure. We should definitely actually switch off of manorialism and over to mangonels. We're going to do that. We're going to split these guys in half and send half of them over here. And then we're going to want to split off some of these troops. So we're going to want to move 1,000 out of here. Or something like that. Like 1,300. There we go. Like a third. And then we're going to want to move roughly the same amount out of here. So like 1,600 there. That should do. Okay. We're going to resupply a bit here. Once these guys get there. There we go. And that is much better in terms of supply limits. Excellent. We just need 1 tick here. There we go. And these guys are going to move in here and slow siege. These guys still need a tick. They did not get a reinforce there. Or rather, a supply there. We're going to move these guys off over here. Wonderful. And we need some supplies here. That did not improve because we're over the supply limit again. We're going to split them and move them off over here. Okay. So we want ticking war score on our side for sure. Yep, they won a siege. That's not shocking. How are we doing up here anyway? We're making some progress, but it's not huge. Okay. So these guys need to supply up a bit, which they will do. And that did put us positive in the war score. Would he accept a white peace? Not yet, but he's getting there. We should head over here. Park these guys here and these guys here. Actually, probably the other way around. Like that. Okay. Sounds good. So we are making progress on these sieges. And this is what we really need. Is a lot of sieges. In fact, I'm going to send our 2K stack here to go slow siege over here. Because that is what's really needed. But we have ticking war score on our side now, which is enormously, unspeakably huge. Okay, these guys should actually be here. Our child is no longer sickly. That's good. These guys are grouping up a bit over here. Let's see what they decide to do. So far, I'm okay with what we've got going on here. They have a lot more troops than we do, but that doesn't necessarily matter. It's all in how you use them. And we just won over here, I guess. Sure. 6 months left on that siege. Perfect. So we've got 1,000,000 sieges underway here. I like it. They'll accept a white peace soon, and we may want to accept a white peace. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode we will wrap up this rebellion, which is unrelated to the previous rebellion cycle. Keep that in mind. This rebellion is because of our succession, and that's okay. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.